Someone gave you 10 compliments this week. You cannot remember a single one. But that one insult from a coworker 3 years ago? You remember the exact words, where you were standing, what you were wearing. This isn't a flaw in your memory. It's a feature installed a long time ago, still running exactly as designed. 10 good things should outweigh one bad thing. That's simple math. But your brain doesn't do simple math. It weighs the bad things so heavily that 10 good things barely register. Why would evolution build a brain this bad at counting? It isn't bad at counting. It's excellent at surviving. Picture two ancestors at the edge of a forest 40,000 years ago. One notices 10 ordinary rustles in the grass. Nothing happens. The other notices one unusual rustle, one that might be a predator. That ancestor survives by treating the single warning as more important than 100 calm moments. The one who weighted good and bad equally didn't get a chance to pass that on. The one who overweight danger did. Your brain is still running a predator detection system, and that system was never built for fairness. It only needs you to notice the one thing that could kill you. In 2001, researcher Roy Baumeister reviewed the psychological literature and published a paper called "Bad is Stronger Than Good." Across memory, relationships, emotion, and learning, negative events left a dramatically deeper mark than positive ones of the same size. Losing money hurts more than gaining the same amount feels good. One criticism outweighs many compliments. A single argument can undo the benefit of several pleasant days. That rule shows up somewhere you might not expect. Marriage. Psychologist John Gottman spent decades observing couples, wired with sensors, recording every interaction. He found that stable couples needed roughly 5 positive interactions for every single negative one just to feel balanced. Not 2 to 1. 5 to 1. Gottman could watch a couple for minutes and predict, with striking accuracy, whether they'd stay together years later, based on that ratio. Now think about your own group chats and family dinners. One dismissive comment lingers over an otherwise great evening. One curt reply sits in your stomach for hours after a dozen warm ones. You're not oversensitive. You're running Gottman's ratio, whether you know it or not. A third piece of this comes from something much smaller. Psychologist Paul Rozin studied what he called negativity dominance. Drop one cockroach into your favorite soup, and the whole bowl is ruined, even after you remove it. Flip it around, drop one perfect strawberry into a bowl of cockroaches, and the bowl stays disgusting. One bad element contaminates 100 good ones completely. One good element barely dents 100 bad ones. Rozin found this asymmetry in food, in moral judgments, in reputations built over years and destroyed in one sentence. This is why one bad moment can define an entire day. Why a single typo is the only thing you remember about a flawless piece of work. Your brain isn't broken here. It's doing exactly what the cockroach did to that soup. This wasn't a mistake evolution made. Noticing the one bad apple before it spoiled the barrel used to be the difference between eating safely and not. Noticing the one dangerous person in a group used to be the difference between staying safe and real harm. The system that makes you remember the insult and forget the compliment once kept your ancestors alive long enough to have you. The trouble is the threats detected by that system used to be rare and real. A predator. A poisonous plant. Today the same circuit fires for a blunt text, one critical comment, one awkward silence in a wonderful conversation. The circuit hasn't changed. What triggers it has changed enormously, and your biology never adjusted the volume to match. So what do you do with a brain built this way? You can't turn off negativity bias any more than you can turn off your pulse. But you can work with the ratio instead of against it. If one criticism needs roughly 5 positive moments to balance it, the goal isn't avoiding all criticism. It's making sure good moments happen often enough, and get noticed clearly enough, to do their job. Say the kind thing out loud instead of assuming it's understood. Notice the compliment on purpose, the way you'd notice a threat, because your brain won't do that for you automatically. This applies to how you treat yourself too. The inner voice replaying one mistake for hours while ignoring 10 things that went well isn't giving you an honest review. It's running the same 5 to 1 deficit, except now both people in the relationship are you. Naming one specific thing that went right each day isn't just a cheerful habit. It's a deliberate correction to a system that will not correct itself on its own. Someone gave you 10 compliments this week. You still can't remember one. But now you know exactly why, and knowing why is the first way to start counting the good ones back in.